Tell me why you love these games.
RCJ Productions.
What is up, Motorfest racers? It is I, your wheelman, Alex Cornnut. I'm here today with, in my opinion, the fastest car in the drift class right now. For racing in the grand race, this thing is cracked. I know for certain there is a faster car coming in a future update, but for right now, if you don't have this one and you're trying to win grand races, this needs to be in the garage. It surprised the heck out of me. Wait till you see the laps that I put in on the test track, and then check out Splash. He helped me out with this one. We got a whole Cornnut crew group on this one. SplashTheOrca and Sadrows have been on me about getting the build out on this car because it is that good. And I tested it and in a stock configuration. I was like, it's okay. And the SakuraCommander tuned it. Splash tweaked it a little bit. I played with both of their settings and came to the conclusion of what I've got here for you guys. I think it's kind of this best overall for everyone, and it is fire. You guys are going to love this car. It is super fast, sounds good, and I think that it is probably the most competitive car right now for grand racing drift status. So let me show you what we've got. Let's dig into it. We have got an insane build today. As we go into the vanity settings for the 458 Speciale, you can actually do a lot with the car. So there's a handful of different hoods, bumpers. The fenders are just some little more rough leaves right there, so it doesn't actually make a wider kit. But, you know, there's a handful of stock Ferrari rims, which is what I like. So you can go black or chrome or gold, but gold is the way to go. And everything's good now. For your vanity tires, guys, make sure you grab a set that's pushing those wheels out a little further than the rest. So as you can see here, if I have those where the rims are at, with those that push the rims out, you want to create the widest stance possible, not on the rubber side, but on the stance of the rims. So push those out. I like using these F4 Fire, essentially branded tires. I think they look pretty good on there. But just any of these vanity tires will do that for you. Alright, for the livery, there's a couple different Cornnut crew liveries out there, so if you guys go to your recents, or latest if you will, there's a few if you go down the line a little bit. It's both this one and that one. So take a look for those, support some of the guys that are putting out the Cornnut crew wraps if you're running the tune. You guys are going to be blown away by this. It is super, super good. So yeah, you only have to go back about 7 to 10 wraps and you'll find that one. And then the other Cornnut crew wrap is just a little further back, that orange and red one. So I'd like to showcase the guys that are putting out the wraps. Let's dig into the tunes. This thing is a banger. I love it. I'm really excited about this car. Final drive all the way long. You want to have that for your grand racing, get that top speed going. Grip, we're taking -6 out of the front. Typically we wouldn't do this, but with grip all the way in the front, it turned in too aggressively and it was sliding a lot. By doing this, it makes it feel more like a street tier 2 car, even though it's somehow a little faster. So go build me that. Anyway, it's all the horsepower that's crammed into it. So -6 on the front grip, 100% grip in the rear. For the brake balance, it's a 50-50 split. So you're just going to go fade that to 50, be happy there. It's great. Brake power 100% as we do. For the aero, you are 100% both front and rear. For the suspension, we're going to stiffen up the front and the back. So you're going to go +7 on the front and then +6 in the rear. For the compression, you're going to go +7 in the front and -9 in the rear. For the rebound, you're going to go +10 in the front. And once again, we're following the pattern. We're going to soften that up in the rear. For the ARB, that's your anti-roll bars. We are +10 in the front, but only +3 in the rear. We didn't want to have quite as much anti-roll bar in the back. We wanted just to get it, have a little bit of flex. It really makes it handle like a street tier 2 car. You guys are going to love it. Camber, -2.5% in the front, so we're full Beyonce there, but only -0.12 in the rear, so only 12 in the back. What that does is it's going to set the car up really to handle, not like a drift car, but like a race car, like a street tier 2 car. For number's sake, you guys will see for the performance level when you go into the upgrades, these drift cars, they cap out at 700. A street tier 2 car goes all the way up to 750. I can do faster laps in this car than I can in a lot of street tier 2 cars. This is really good. It is fast. There's just no other way to put it. It really caught me off guard. Very, very surprising there. So I think that put this in the garage, Trust me on this one, you guys. This thing is awesome. The gameplay footage, it's got me going around to the test track, doing a pretty good time there. You'll see how the car handles. I think it's going to surprise a lot of people, catch you off guard. And then for the gameplay footage, shout out to my man SplashTheOrca. He recorded a segment of this car running in the Grand Race that he did win in this car. And it's so hard to catch a drift event in the Grand Race unless you're just camping and playing all day. And so we're going to use his footage today. So it is a full Cornnut crew build on this one. 2 or 3 people suggested the car. Sakura and Splash put it together. I validated it and tweaked it a little bit on the test track. And the end result is a culmination of a lot of people putting their heads together. And this thing is awesome. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Have a great rest of your day. Stay tuned for that footage. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. On the test track, creating a legend. Guys, this car is so much faster than it has any right to be. I've driven 4 runs on this test track so far. I keep rerunning it because I think I can go faster, and I'd like to show you guys what a really good lap looks like around this. Because I'll keep hitting the walls or making a little mistake where I'm just not quite as flawless as I am when I'm running the Street Tier 2 cars. But this car's 700 PI value. So it's got lower numbers than what Street Tier 2 is by 50. So the Street Tier 2 cars should outperform the drift cars. Not this one. This thing is insane. It's really fast. It's very grippy. As you guys can see, I'm able to put it wherever I want on the track. This tune that SakuraCommander and SplashTheOrca dialed in is like lightning. And so if you guys do not have a good racing drift car, or even if you do, this needs to be in your garage. This is insane. You guys are going to see these all the time in the Grand Race. If you don't already see them everywhere, this is going to shake up the meta for sure. It's that good. It really is. The top speed's great. The slipstream speed is good. You're not going to get walked away. It handles so much better than the other drift cars in the category. The Mercy's good, but it understeers. This one oversteers and slides a little bit, but like not in a bad way. I kind of missed my shift there. We're going to call that 2/10 maybe, because I was sitting in 7th instead of shifting down to 6th. But this car is really fast. These guys have dialed this in so much, and shame on me for not getting this to you a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. Splash was on my nuts about this. Sadrows was telling me this car is really good. Sakura's had it tuned up for a while. I just got busy with other stuff, and I hadn't driven it, I'll be honest. At least not in its setup form. I drove it stock a few times. I was like, it's okay. This thing's so fast. It's so good. You guys are really gonna like this one. If you no shot. 227.1. This thing is so fast, you guys. We just smoked what a lot of Street Tier 2 cars would do on my track. The MK4 Supra, I've not done a lap that fast. The Audi R8 V10 Coupe, the hardtop, I've not done a lap that fast. This thing is good. Let me show you what SplashTheOrca's got for the Grand Race footage. I cannot give this car enough praise. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for that Grand Race footage, see how it runs, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Yeah, missed it. Yeah.